So today in the mail I got this 6 meters of mains voltage LED tape. What I'm going to be using this for is I'm going to put it underneath my bench just to illuminate down there so it's not all shadowy. This is the 50/50 version. There's 3 different versions. Well, here's what I got here. It's 110 volt waterproof surface mount 50/50 LED strip, flexible light US plug, 1 meter, 2 meter, 5 meter, 100 meter. It's, as you can see, it's sold by the meter on eBay. Generally about $1 a meter is what you can expect when you get for the very long lengths like 1 and 200 meters. It goes up a little bit when you go down, but still 6 meters with the plug for only $21 US and free shipping. You can't go wrong. So it's just a basic standard plug here. In this little box here will be a bridge rectifier. There's no smoothing, so it is a little flickery, but it's not that bad. So we'll just bring in the variac here, plug it in, and we'll see what it looks like. They all light very evenly, and they do look very nice. They're all a nice, even, bright, cold white. A little bit of flicker. It's not that apparent to the eye, but the camera's picking it up a little bit more. So the way that these work, we'll just unplug it there. So the way that these work here is along the sides of the extrusion here are 2 cables. They look like aluminum. They probably are aluminum. One's the positive, one's the negative out of the bridge rectifier. Every half meter on the 120 volt version, every meter on the 240 volt version, there's a gap here where the beginning of the one strip goes onto the positive and the end of the other one goes on to the negative. And the idea is you can cut it here, and then you can buy little, basically kind of like this. There's the 2 prongs, and then they slip into the holes where the bus bars are, and then you can connect multiple strips together. And then these are just between the strips here. Well, let's see how they're wired. It appears to be mostly just in series. Yeah, they're all just wired in series with some resistors there. So overall, pretty good tape. I wouldn't, because of the shape of it, you can't really bend it too much other than forward and backward like that. You'd need a pretty wide radius if you want to turn it around or something. And the light only comes out one side, so depending on your application, it may not work for you, but it does work pretty good. We'll slide it up again. Instant on. That's good. One thing to remember is that sometimes the bus bars here can stick through the extrusion and then they're live at mains voltage, so you don't necessarily want to be running your hand along here while it's lit. Same thing on the end cap here. If you take off the end cap, or if water gets in there or something, then it might be live at mains voltage and it might give you a bit of a shock. Other than that, for what you're paying for, you can't really go wrong. Seem pretty durable. I don't know how waterproof they would actually be outside, just because if you had joints, then the water would go up because of capillary action. Just wick up there. Might corrode it a bit. But for indoor use, definitely it's more than adequate. You can buy non-waterproof stuff where it's just the tape. I'd want to be careful where you put that. You'd probably want to put that up in the ceiling or on accent lighting or something, just to make sure that no one can touch it, because that would be live at mains voltage. Anyway, it's a good little light. We'll see how it looks in the shop.